This trampoline factory changed the color of their base coat so they'd find more of their own mistakes. Why would you spend money to make yourself look worse? Welcome back to the Lean in China series. In this video, how this factory made it safe to tell the truth. Every leader I work with has the same frustration. They've told the team there's no such thing as a stupid idea, and still silence. People know what's broken and say nothing. So the assumption becomes my people aren't brave enough. But I don't think that's true. Courage isn't a personality trait you install in people. It's a price. The price your system charges someone for telling the truth. Raise a problem and you're exposed. You've made your boss look bad. And most likely, nothing happens anyway. Pay that 4 or 5 times and you stop paying it. Norm O'Hara is the GM here. He and his team haven't made their people braver, they've made the truth cheap. Everything I saw made sense after that, including the paint. There are 3 layers, and they only work in this order. 1. A leader who actually wants to hear bad news. Number 2. Systems that keep it safe when that leader isn't in the room. And number 3. Everyone else using them out in the open where you can see it. It starts with a leader, one that wants bad news. Here's the thing about that paint.
A typical factory, what they would do is you would paint your base coat and your top coat the same color. Why? Because if you happen to miss your top coat a little bit, your bottom coat is insurance, right? You're not going to see a defect. But that's actually bad thinking, because what it means is that your top coat may not be perfect. And so we kind of use the same principle. The same reason we paint our fans, we want to make sure that they're always clean. We decided, hey, what if we switch our base coat to a really light gray and then the top black coat? And the first week, everyone was like, this color, we hate this. This is terrible. There's so many defects. Yeah. Actually, the defects were always there, right? Now you could just see them. And so the idea is you want to make it so that you can see exactly. And so that's one of the reasons that we do that. It makes our job a little bit harder, but it also means that we have a better top coat, right? Because the top coat, it gives it the finish and it helps to protect it against corrosion. So we want to really have that really good. To make your problems visible, right? Just make it so that if you do a defect, it's easy to spot.
Nobody asked the workers to find more defects. Leadership redesigned the product so defects couldn't hide. That's a leader spending money to make their own operation look worse on purpose. And every person on that floor watched it happen. They saw management go out of its way to surface more problems and saw that nobody got punished for what turned up. That's the signal. Bad news is wanted here. Without that, nothing else I'm about to show you works. One eye roll from the top and the whole thing dies. But Norm can't be everywhere. He can't personally receive every problem in a factory this size. So layer 2, you build the reactions into the system so it holds when he's not in the room.
At the beginning of the day, she'll come in, she'll scan this code, and that will bring up her 3S checklist for the day. And so what happens is, as soon as she pushes that, that goes straight to maintenance. And maintenance knows that, oh, this device, SE01102, SE01102 is running fine, or there's a problem. Before, we had like a checklist, and she would fill in a checklist, but who knows what she filled in, right? And so someone would have to come and look at the checklist to go, oh, no problems. That's a dumb system. And so she would pretty quickly realize it's a dumb system, so she wouldn't do the checklist because everyone realized that system was doing nothing. So now we have instant feedback. Hey, all our machines have perfect uptime.
Notice what he just said. The old paper checklist didn't fail because people were lazy. It failed because everyone knew nobody read it. A system that ignores you teaches you to stop talking. The QR version does one thing differently. It acts, scan it, and a real problem goes straight to maintenance. You get told the truth, and the truth gets used. That's what safe means on a factory floor, not a poster. A guarantee that what you report goes somewhere. Layer 3. This is the one leaders miss. It's not enough for it to be safe. People have to see each other using it.
So we have one chat here called Gemba Inspection. It's got 19 people on the group, and they're all the group leaders or certain engineers, certain IE teams. And what happens is anytime we have a problem, we just take the picture and put it on there. If it needs explaining, you put a little note. If you don't, you just put the picture up. Usually that's good enough. And you can see we just keep adding these all through the day. Anytime you find anything that's not to standard, you just take a picture and record it, right? Because at least then we have a record of it, right?
Yes.
And it might take a day to solve it, some of the easy ones. It might take 2 weeks to solve it. That's no problem. The key is that we actually capture them. And so you can see we're into Friday here. It's Monday, and so it just keeps going
Wow.
and going and going, and yeah.
So how do we know that that's ticked, that you're not going back over processes of going back and looking, hey, have we done this one or not?
Every image goes onto a PowerPoint slide, and there's a before and an after. So once the problem is solved, the picture is taken that this is done, and that case is closed. This is pure capture, and then, well, if it's in your area, you'll take that and you'll action it. But what happens is every Friday we'll have a meeting, and we're checking all of these that it's done, and that case is closed. But we're also looking at it saying, this has come up 3 times. What's the problem? How come that problem keeps? What's the root cause that keeps that from recurring over and over again? And how do we actually properly solve it? So that's why we want to review every single one. It's a lot of work, but the advantage is that you slowly weed out those problems.
Correct.
And bit by bit by bit. So
confirmations.
it's the heavy lifting at the beginning that results in it results in this, right?
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing. It takes a lot of work.
Notice you're photographing a thing, not accusing a person. That's the part that convinces the skeptic on the floor. A leader saying it's safe here is a claim. 19 colleagues doing it in the open is evidence, and people trust the evidence, not the claim. Now let's look at an example of 3S inspections. The group leaders aren't policing. They're checking that everyone's improving their area and helping when someone's stuck. That's the difference between surveillance and support. Improving your area isn't a brave exception here. It's the baseline everyone's held to and helped with. But what if a leader finds a mess?
Yeah. Jerry,
哦，
open up the drawers.
那你要
Open up the
放这
drawers
里，
there.
这个放这里，这个放这里。
An orange. Oh man. Oh, this is no good. This is no good. Oh boy. Yeah, this is not good. But truly, this is one of our principles, right? You've got to make your problems visible, right?
Yeah.
That's why we don't want stuff like
有
that.
我都
I'd rather it be out here at least and sloppy, because at least we can see it all. In there, I mean, anything could be in there.
And here's the tone that makes it survivable. He finds a mess and he doesn't come down on anyone. He points at the principle. He'd rather have the problem visible and awkward than hidden and clean. That's the whole culture in one drawer. So, does this make everyone fearless? No. But that's the point. Courage was never the thing you install first. It's what comes out the end. The system makes truth cheap enough to attempt once. And every time someone attempts it and isn't punished, the price drops a little more. Small acts, repeated daily, never punished, that's what builds a brave person. So the question isn't, how do I get my people to be more courageous? It's, what is it costing my people to tell me the truth? And what could I change this week to make it cheaper? If you're wondering, is that dot getting closer? You're right. This is actually a test to test your curiosity. I'm really curious to see who would wait all this time to look at what I'm going to say next. So if you remember from the previous episode, I spoke about the 3 C's: courage, curiosity, and caring. And this next episode is going to be all about curiosity. So thanks for sticking along, And I'm curious if you did watch this and actually listen to this whole thing, put an O in the comments. And I want to see who are those that naturally are curious. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you at the next episode.